Welcome to the Gear Roster Film Room. In this episode, we're going to look at how to bulk upload your athletes. Once you log in to gearroster.com, we want to go to the athletes page. So on the athletes page, you'll notice you have some icons over here on the top. You have mark the selected athletes for graduation, a transfer athletes to another school, an archive, a download the page as a CSV, a bulk upload, and an individual add button. So for this lesson, we're going to look at the bulk upload. So once you select bulk upload, you'll select download our template, which brings up a page similar to this right here. The first tab you're going to find is how to save as a CSV file. The second one is how to set up your columns, which that'll be important here in just a second, and then your actual template. So a lot of people have a database already from another software company where you can print your rosters or download your rosters from their software. If you know how to operate those functions, go ahead and pull your athletes from that other software. But the information that we need is the student ID, the first name, the last name, and the date of birth. In a lot of cases, that software will download it in a format similar to this. So your information is there. However, the column headings are a little bit different. We want the column headings to match what we have on our template, which is going to be date of birth, DOB, and student ID. So if we adjust these on our roster, we can come in and we can edit birthday to DOB so that it matches the Gear Roster template. The next thing to be careful with is leading zeros. So if you were to look at a student's ID and actually scan a barcode if it's on the ID, a lot of times they may start with a 0. You'll notice over here there is no leading 0. And there's a fix for that. So how do we add zeros to a student ID? Well, there's two ways. One way is the manual input. The second way is we can use the formula functions of Excel. So we give you these instructions on the second tab of our Gear Roster template. So let's go back to the page that we downloaded from our other athlete software. So if you were to go manual on method 1, you would want to right click on the column, go down to format cells, and we want to change these cells to text and select OK. So from this point, we can come in and we can add that 0 on each student ID. The other way that we could do this is a formula base. So we would want to insert 2 new columns. On the second column, we're going to type our formula. Our formula is going to be equals text, open parenthesis, the cell that we want to work with, comma, quotations, and however many digits we're looking for. So in this case, we're looking for 5 digits. So you'll put in 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close your parentheses, close your quotations, and close your parentheses and press enter. We're going to right click on this cell, we'll copy the formula, and we want to paste that formula the rest of the way down. So that enters your zeros all the way through your spreadsheet. So now that we have the correct format, we can highlight our formula column, copy it, go to the other column that we created, and we want to paste the values, which is going to be this icon right here with the 1, 2, 3 below the clipboard. We'll select that. So from this point, we can come back and delete these 2 columns. We can add our column heading. Now we have our corrected student IDs. So now that we have our columns in the correct format, it's time to upload our athlete list. We need to save this file as a CSV. So we're going to select File, Save As, and then we can select where we want to save this file to. So in this case, we'll do our desktop. We'll save it as athlete roster as the file name. We want to change our type to a CSV, delimited, and select Save. Answer OK to the pop-up, yes to the second pop-up, and now your file is saved as a CSV. From this point, you can go back to your gear roster page, select your file. Remember, we saved it under our desktop as athlete roster. Choose Open and Upload. And there is our athletes that we just created.